Hey guys, how are you? I just felt like doing a video today. I was doing art early this morning, so excuse the crazy messy bun. But, want to get that done too. Anyway, I was just feeling the vibe to do a read, and the energy feels a little. I just felt like I had to do a reading for my divine feminines. Okay, I'm gonna say divine feminines, but I kind of feel like it's centered around a certain group. I'm getting mainly fire and well, no, okay, you know what? Let's just not go there. Let's not bring the elements into it. Let's just get this going. And if there's an echo, I want to make it loud enough so you guys can hear it, but then I'm hearing that none of you can really hear me if I don't make it loud. Let me just check my microphone situation. Sound recorder on. Everything's on, so I don't know. I have to figure this out. I'm going to lower it just a little bit there. I will keep it at 50 because I can hear the echo, and if I can hear the echo, you guys can hear it. All right, let's get started, shall we? I hope everybody's doing well. It was a great morning so far. It always makes me happy when things start off good, you know? Where's my happiness? All right, there it is. Okay, let's get a little sage, right? A little sage action, maybe. I hope everybody had a good full moon. If you did an SBAT, I hope it served its purpose for you. Midsummer is only a couple of days away, so that's exciting. I love Midsummer. I love all the Sabbats. I mean, and the SBATs too. I celebrate every single one. And even if I don't have time for like a full like SBAT thing, the Sabbats I always do a full thing. But sometimes the SBAT I have to be very creative. So I try not to got to make sure we utilize that energy while we can, right? All right. Get a pen. Let's see. Give me 1 second. For the divines, spirit, for the divines, for my divine feminines only, because I just feel that they're under attack. I just feel like you guys are we're always under attack. I don't know why. It's just so pathetic, this energy that just, and it's always after the full moon, because you know they're doing whatever it is that they're doing, right? If they even know what to do. But it's like, it's always after the full moon where I feel like, you know what, this time I'm actually going to say something. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to get it out there because my divine feminines, even though I know you guys know. I know you know. I mean, I know. you can feel it. You can feel it. And it's not that it's even something that's going to derail us or deter us or stop us from doing what we're doing, but the idea that they're still at it, it's almost getting to the point where I'm getting pissed. And I don't get pissed. Well, I do. But I usually don't, react to idiocracy. All right, let's go. Divine Feminines. What's the deal, Spirit? Let's just get right to the juice. I don't even want to waste any time with the frills. Okay, it's centered around... it's centered around a divine feminine or us divine feminines, okay? And I'm including myself in that group because I've done the work and I know that you guys have done the work. So, I mean, it's not an ego trip. There's divine people and then there's the karmics. And if you're a divine, you're the person who's evolving, growing, doing the work and living your truth. And if you're a karmic, you're attacking the divines out of jealousy, greed, malice, whatever it is, whatever the case may be. And we'll get to it. So, you know if you're a divine or not, trust me. Yeah, I just drew a target, and I didn't even mean to do that. So, we're being targeted. I mean, obviously. So, my divine feminines are being targeted. And it's just constant. And because they just have nothing better to do. Instead of taking that energy and putting it into themselves and healing themselves and doing the work, they'd rather target the person or the divine that they're just, for some reason, wow. I mean, they just won't quit. Just won't quit. And they're getting karmic or hit retribution, and they're still doing it. They're getting hit. I just don't think they give a shit anymore. I think they gotten to the point where they're like, well, screw it. I've come this again, and I think I've said this before, where they're like, I've come this far, and I'm not stopping until I destroy this person. And the funny thing is, in the process of doing this to my divines, they're slowly deteriorating and destroying themselves. And they're not, you know, it's funny. Spirit works very subtly. You know, it's not like it's going to be like, all of a sudden, well, it could be that way too, though. That's not true. Let me take that back. Because sometimes Spirit will get just as fed up, and they'll be like, okay, enough of this shit. Bam. You know? Whatever the case may be. And I'm not trying to throw shade on anybody. I'm just trying to get them to stop bothering the divines. But they keep doing it. So my divine feminines are a target. They're a target for, again, gossip. They're a target for... Mainly I'm getting where they're trying to rally a group of people. It's almost like, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's on the internet, whether it's through your pages, they just can't let go. They can't let go. They feel, and then it's, and we're going to talk about their psyche, because they're a little, I'm getting very, their narrative of what's happening between the divines and this karmic, or these karmics and the divines, the karmics really believe that you're doing this. They're like, oh, they're attacking me, and they hate me, and they think they're better than me, and it's just so weird, and you guys don't even give a shit. We don't even give a shit. We're doing our work. We're too busy to care about you, okay? We don't give a shit. We're so busy. Like, I mean, literally, it's the last thing on my mind. And unfortunately, the energy was egging me on today. Spirit was like, you gotta do this reading, and they're like, you know, they're attacking the divines again, and we need to kind of address it. And it's not like even a warning at this point. It's more like just giving you guys a heads up, I guess. I don't know. It's stupid is what it is. It's getting annoying. So they're gonna be, so basically everything they did in the past that didn't work, they're gonna do it again, because they're thinking, well, maybe it wasn't the right timing, maybe people aren't understanding, maybe I'm not getting the right feedback, and I can attack now it's good, you know. It's just really weird energy. Like, they're so delusional. They're delusional. And it doesn't matter that they're getting ill. It doesn't matter that they're losing their hair. It doesn't matter that, ooh, that was a stick. It doesn't matter that they're seeing these things happening to themselves, but they don't think it's anything but, you know, oh, I'm just, you know, it's just stress. I'm stressed because of the divine, and I'm stressed that they're out there doing this, and it's not me. I'm not losing it. And but they are. They're fucking losing it. They're losing it. 2 sandwiches short of a picnic is what's happening here. I mean, this divine is being attacked in ways that I just can't believe they're still doing it. I'm just shocked. But it's okay, because it doesn't matter. Because the slings and arrows. Yeah, keep drawing arrows. But then there's this big shield. Like, I'm seeing this, like, kind of shield that now at this point is curving. So, whatever, you know how, like, because my guides are cool. Like, when they show me stuff, because I love cartoons. In fact, I wanted to be an animation artist when I was little. I wanted to do animation. So, I think it's funny that my spirit guides use cartoons to talk to me. It's not cartoons per se. It just looks cartoonish. So, they're showing me, like, a shield that arcs in front of the divine feminines. And you know, like in the cartoons, like when the arrows, they would turn around and go right back to the sender? That's exactly what they're showing me. I love that so much. Thank you, Spirit. That's cute. Maybe not for them, not for the karmics, but it's cute for me. So that's what's happening. So everything they're doing, I can't warn them enough. I've told them. They're not going to listen. But now, this time, the punishment is going to be severe. It's going to be. Because, number 1, the ancestors are getting pissed off about it. Number 2, Spirit's getting pissed off about it. Number 3, it doesn't warrant anything. Their anger and their malice and their hatred, it doesn't come from a place that the divines didn't do anything except be themselves and live their life and live their authenticity and their truth. And I guess it's just garnering anger and resentment and jealousy. I mean, there's a very jealous energy here. And believe me, divines don't give a shit. We don't care. We're not looking for people to be jealous of us. We're not looking for people to hate us. We just want to live our lives in peace and do the work we're supposed to do without having these tedious karmics constantly have something to say and do, and it's just weird. It's just fucking weird. It's like, let it go, you psycho. They're just psycho. So, but this time Spirit's telling me this is it. I mean, we're done playing these little baby games. So, I mean, Spirit's going to go in gently, because my spirit guide's saying, they're like, look, we're trying to do it as gently as possible at first. And we don't want to hurt anybody. We don't want anybody hurt in this. But if they keep doing what they're doing, anything they sent towards our divines, we're going to send back. And they've been gentle about it at first. I think in my last reading, I was like, ooh, it comes back ×3. So maybe it hasn't hit ×3 yet, but it's about to. And it's going to suck. For them. It's going to fucking suck. And honestly, I don't even feel bad at this point, because it's almost like the kid who touches the hot stove. They're just not learning. The boy who cried wolf. They're just not learning. So, I mean, they're going to learn. It's going to happen. And it's definitely happening by the end of the summer. So, karmics, look, I guess get your thrill while you can. If you feel like you're really doing something, keep doing it, I suppose. I mean, even if you stopped at this point, it wouldn't matter, because there's going to be some retribution. So, sorry, you just won't stop. I don't know what else to tell the karmics. And I know they watch my channel, trust me. Because I see how many views are on my videos, and I'm like, oh, interesting. But there's no comments, of course not. So, I find that very funny, but that's okay. I don't care. That's fine. That's why this is out there. It's for everybody. I mean, my divines just need to know you guys are protected. You're perfectly safe. These karmics just aren't learning the lesson. And I'm just getting things where it's just everything that they've ever done. If they mess with your business, their business is going to be messed with. If they mess with your health, their health is going to be messed with. If they mess with your kids, their kids are going to be messed with. If they don't have any kids, it's going to mess with their friends' kids. My cat is chasing something. And, there's a lot of ruckus going on outside all of a sudden. That doesn't usually happen. I think it's funny that the energy is just like, the dark's like, don't say anything. Sorry. I'm saying it. If they mess with your looks, their looks are going to be messed with. If they mess with your weight, anything. Say if they wanted you to gain all this weight, they're gaining the weight. It's funny. If they're doing spells, like, say they're doing spells for you to get ugly and fat, right? And then all of a sudden my divine's like, wow, I really feel like taking that new hot yoga class or that Pilates class. I think I'm going to do that. And, I've been really craving green leafy vegetables. I'm going to start doing that. So it's working opposite. So everything they're doing. Now, while I'm saying this, there's a karmic watching that's going to be like, oh, well, if it's working opposite, then I'll do the opposite. And it's still not going to work. So all you're doing is giving our divines a glow up. So thank you. Thank you. It's not working, and I can't express to them how much it's not working. So, I mean, I think it's funny, but I still, because being who I am, I still feel bad for them. I just don't understand why they're not getting it. Just focus on you. Take care of you. Don't worry about what the divines are doing. And you know what? If you want to be a divine too, then just do the work, because that's what they did. We did the work. So I think that's the whole thing. They just don't want to do the work. Also, they feel like you're getting accolades and attention that you shouldn't be getting, or like you haven't earned it. But the fact of the matter is you have earned it. I don't know about you guys, but I've been doing my business it was established in 2021. I made it legit in 2021. But I've been doing my business since I've been doing readings since I was 18. And, I remember I started with tarot. And I was using cards, but then I evolved past that. So, I've been doing this for over 45 years. It's a long time. So, and I worked hard to get where I am. And so the fact of the matter is that they just want it now. They want it now. And I don't know who I'm talking about, what kind of karmic this is, but I'm getting someone that's just like, they don't want to do the work. They think their ego is overriding their logic. They're jealous of the divines that do have the abilities and the gifts and the accolades, and they're getting that feedback and the reviews and whatever it is that my divines are getting. And you guys, this doesn't necessarily have to do with what I do for a living. I'm talking whatever you guys do. As a divine, maybe you're a yoga teacher. Maybe you're you do sound therapy. Maybe you're a health and wellness guru. Maybe you're a life coach. Whatever it is, maybe you're a Reiki practitioner. My nose is itching because remember how it gets with spirit. My nose itches. Maybe you're a Reiki practitioner. Whatever your gifts are, whatever your sole purpose is, right? It's almost like they're trying to step in to your chart and like try and take over your chart, and like you go into theirs and you're stuck in the muck and the mire, and that you can't do that. That's not possible. A chart is a chart is a chart, especially if they don't even know how to get to the Akashic records. They think they do. I go to the Akashic records all the time. They can't get there. They don't have access, especially to anybody's chart, especially a divine chart. They think they're like, oh yeah, I can do it. I have mind powers and good. They think they can, like, astrally project. And I think it's all delusional, really. They're delusional. Or they want other people to believe they can. So they want to look good for other people. And that's just ego. It's just ego. I don't talk to anybody about my astral travels, except for one person, my friend Cynthia. We do have conversations about it. But I don't share any of that stuff. I mean, the only thing I did share was in my first book. And that was a very cool experience. But I mean, I haven't shared any of my meditations. Very few. I share with very few people. Like literally 2 people I can think of that I talk about my stuff with. So, it's just, a true divine's not bragging, is what I'm saying. They're not going to brag about their travels. They're not going to talk about other people's charts. When I read people, I enter their chart. And that is why after I read somebody, I forget. If I had to hold on to everybody's information, I would lose my mind. And it's not even that. I don't want to. I'm just spirit. I'm a vessel. Spirit works through me. This is not me. This is spirit working through me, conveying the information. So we got these people, these karmics that seem to think, it's almost like they think of themselves like a demigod, I don't know why I just said that. I think, what's a demigod? What's the definition of a demigod?
Here's the definition of demigod. A being with partial or lesser divine status, such as a minor deity, the offspring of a god and a mortal, or a mortal raised to divine rank.
So guys, they could be thinking either they're a demigod or they're thinking that you guys are, and they're jealous that you are, because for some reason you have access. You have access to these light codes. You have access to this information, and they don't. So, or they even think that maybe you think you're a demigod, and so they're trying to place ego on you. There's no ego. Not with a true divine. We don't give a shit. We're just doing the work. Alright, so it's very, like I said, very strange energy. And I'm getting like this, excuse me, like I feel like a block. Like they're trying to block my throat chakra right now. So funny. So they're trying to block our throat chakra so we can't speak, so we can't do the work, so we can't use our voice. They're trying to mess with our energetic fields. But the thing is, the only reason why I can feel this is because my spirit guides are letting me know what they're trying to do. It's not that they're doing it, but this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to take our voice. They're trying to take our higher essence and our voice. They don't want us doing this work anymore. It's really upsetting them. Now, either they belong to a different sect, and by that I mean religious sect, or they belong to a group of, like, maybe it's Masons. I don't know. It could be anybody. But it's a group of people. I definitely see that. I see it's a group of people. It could be family members. Maybe you're more spiritual and they're religious, and so they're very upset that you're doing what you're doing. Or it could be someone you're married to. I mean, I know my first husband wasn't happy about what I do, but I couldn't stop doing it. I'm like, when you get the call, you get the call. You got to do it. So it just depends on who it is for you guys. But it's a group. I'm feeling it's more than one. It's not just one. I do feel like there's one that is a ringleader. It could be that aunt that is the gossip, and she's just like, oh my God, they're doing A, B, and C, and how could they? And getting everybody ganged up and spreading lies about my divines and saying, yeah, you know, I heard A, B, and C, and this is how they were when they were. And then they're using stuff from your past. I mean, I'm talking stuff when you were in your 20s. And it's like, are you serious? Like, girl, man, I'm like in my 50s now. Shit's changed since my 20s, you know? We've all done shit in our 20s. So it's just funny. Like, they're just trying to find anything, and it's like, nothing's meshing. Nothing's vibing. People aren't believing it. At least not the right people. And the people who are believing it, they're just doing it because they're followers of this dark karmic or this dark energy. This person who is definitely a narcissist, definitely used to being the center of attention, who isn't anymore. This energy reminds me of, oh God, this is going to piss some people off, I'm going to say it, but this energy reminds me of the people in high school who peak in high school, and then once high school is over, there's nothing, you know, they were popular in high school, and then there's nothing after that. That's what the energy is reminding me of. So they're not getting that popularity, they're not getting those accolades, and they're just like, this person keeps shifting, growing, changing, moving, getting better, doing more, accelerating, and there's a part of them that almost admires it and may even want to covet and copy it, but I'm also getting that they know they can't, and I think that's the most frustrating thing for them. I think they just know that they don't have, well, they could be blocking themselves, but they don't have the ability to be like my divines, or they're trying to be, and they just know they can't. Well, because of course you can't, because you're your own unique blueprint, you're your own identity, so you can't try and take someone else's. Jesus, it's just, oh my God, I mean, literally my third eye just keeps showing me pictures, and I don't even want to see this crap. It's ridiculous. It's really upsetting, this energy. This energy is just like pacing the floor, trying to figure out a new plan. When's the next moon phase? What could I do then? Who could I hire? Like hiring voodoo priests and going to getting readings like a psycho and wasting their money. I feel like this is someone that has money too. Like they have money to spend, I suppose. And they're trying to get all these tools and books and things and learn everything. And they're reading. Oh, I'm going to do this spell. And I'm going to do this spell on them. And again, I think last time I read it, I felt like they were doing too much spell work to the point where it was turning into muck. And the energy was like coagulated and just like kind of creeping up on them and being superimposed and consumed by them. So basically they're doing spell work, but it's bouncing right back on them right away. Because it's not going to affect my divines. Because it's like Mickey Mouse when he was the Sorcerer's Apprentice. You guys ever see that cartoon? And he went down there and he was messing up the whole joint and the whole place got flooded and it was getting crazy. That's exactly what's happening with this energy. They're not experienced enough. They do not have the permission from higher, from on high. They don't have that. They don't have the blessing. And on high wouldn't do what they're doing to my divines. In other words, what I'm saying, the work they're doing, and even if they're part of a satanic group or a devil cult, or even if they're, into the dark arts, the dark is gonna allow them, really what that is when you're messing with that energy, the dark pretends that they're helping you. And then what the dark ends up doing is taking you instead. Because they know they can't touch the divines. They can't touch that. It makes me laugh. Because, no, I don't dabble in that energy. But I'm letting you know. I've done my share, okay? I know the metaphysical study. I've been reading on this subject, on every subject. I've learned all sorts of... I even read the Bible when I was little. Let's just say that. Knowledge is power, okay? I know about the Kabbalah. I've done all my readings, okay? I'm not saying I'm an expert in anything. What I am saying is that I've read everything because I wanted to know everything. Knowledge to me, I just can't get enough of it. But I do feel like this energy seems to think that if they practice the dark arts, if they offer something to the dark, that they're going to get their justification. I keep hearing the word justified. I'm going to get justified. I want justice. I don't know why they're so hell-bent on getting my divines. Maybe they think that you guys have done something to them, or maybe just your mere existence is something that bothers them. if they have something to say, it probably would be smart if they would just call my divines and speak to them like an adult and just, I mean, I guarantee, but I mean, even then, I think even then, if they did, and you guys were like, what? No. I'm like, I don't know where you heard that, or I don't know why you would think that, but I just kind of focus on my own. I'm in my own fucking lane. You know, that's what people need to do. They need to stay in their own damn lane. Too many people are involved in other people's business, and they get it wrong every time. It's just like too much texting, too much messaging, not enough one-on-one conversation. And that's the problem, because all that stuff gets misconstrued, and it gets lost in the I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it just gets lost in the sauce, I'll say, because people text and they take it out of context. They read it and they're just like, what? Oh my God, what a bitch. And it's like, no, that's not how I meant it. I'm like, if that's how you're reading it, then what does that say about you? So there's something weird going on here with this energy really wanting like revenge or some kind of justice for something. But I gotta tell you, I don't feel like my divines have done anything except live their damn life. And perception and listening to lies and bullshit and gossip. You know, I'm gonna bring up that movie again because I love it. That movie, it's based on Othello. It's called, it's an old movie. Julia Stiles is in it. Oh, it's called O. It's called O. But it's based on Shakespeare Othello. Is it Shakespeare that wrote that? I think so, yeah. I think so. Now it's gonna bother me, so I gotta check. Who wrote Othello? Yeah, Shakespeare. Okay, good.
According.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you. So, I mean, basically, there was one guy who was just so jealous of Othello, he wanted to destroy his whole life. Just wanted to destroy him. Didn't like that he had the girl, didn't like that he was the star. Well, in this movie, he's a basketball player, so it's called O. And they made it a modern twist. And so he didn't like that he was the star basketball player, the most popular, he had the girl. He just didn't like he just was jealous and wanted his spot and wanted his life. And he destroyed him and almost everybody else around him. You know, it's almost like that person that if I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me. That's the attitude. But the problem is, in this case, for my divine feminines, it's not going to happen. You know, they're going to do it, but they're going to take down themselves and probably everybody who was kind of in on it with them, if they recruited people, so to speak. So this group of people is really on the verge of their downfall, and I think they kind of know it. And I think that's why I'm reading this right now, because I felt the panic of it. I was like, oh my God, the Karmics are really freaking out, and they're really pissed off. What's going on? And so my spirit guides are like, you got to do this reading. So that's why I'm doing it. So I feel like they're in panic mode, and they're starting to realize it's not working. And now what? And if they've been doing it on the spiritual plane, they haven't done it on the physical plane. They may try to do it on the physical plane, but I don't think they can find you. I don't think they're smart enough to find you. Or if they can, you're so protected that there's just no way they can get in. And by the time they try, that's when Spirit's going to step in. That's when God's going to step in. Because they can't take that away from you. They can't take your light. They don't have the right. And they don't have the right to claim your gifts. They don't have the right to claim your looks. They don't have the right to claim your life or who you are or what you built up on your own. And they have no right to destroy it either. So I'm going to tell you right now, Divines, you guys really, truly are protected. Keep doing the work. Keep doing what you're doing for yourselves. I mean, keep doing, the next moon phase coming up. I think I saw that it was, so hot today. New moon is coming up in Cancer. That's after midsummer. The sun enters Cancer on the 20th, of course. It's their season coming up. I mean, that's why I didn't really want to talk about it, but I was definitely feeling a lot of water, a lot of fire, and earth. So I wasn't getting air so much, but I definitely was feeling water, fire, and earth. So, I mean, any of those signs, especially the water signs, are mainly heightened because we are entering Cancer season. I mean, we're leaving Gemini, so, I mean, well, Gemini season. Or, but so, and happy birthday to my Geminis, you guys. I'm sorry that I didn't say happy birthday to you guys. But now that we're entering the water season of Cancer, it's the very heightened emotions. That's why the end of this month is going to be really intense. So it's going to be just slings and arrows. But like I said, remember how they showed me? The arrows are going to be coming at you, but they're going to turn right back. Right back. It's not going to affect you guys. You guys are so protected. I just need you to know that. So just keep doing your work. Don't let anybody, you know, interrupt that flow, okay? All right, guys. I'm going to end this. I hope this helped, and I'll do more. You know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll do Divine Masculine next. Bye.